Hello and welcome to Legislative Report. I'm State Representative Mario Scavello. And today we happen to be in a special place, a place that I believe will be a year in next month, on July 19th. It's Dunkelberger's Sports Outfitters in the West End. And with me, my guest is Jerry Dunkelberger. Jerry, a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, love it. It's great.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to visit with you. And you've got some history, a tremendous story. And, you know, let's first talk about how you started in business and where the original store is and how we grew.
Sure. My original business, of course, originated in downtown Stroudsburg, and I was on North 6th Street, which the building still exists, but was a little one-man shop that I bought from the previous owner, and that was back in 1972. Wow. And so this it's actually 42 years that I've been in business in Stroudsburg, and then we're going to, of course, be a year old here in July of this year out here in the West End. But the Stroudsburg business had 3 different locations.
Wow.
I was on North 6th Street on the left-hand side. As you go up, it's one way there.
Right.
And then in 1979, I moved across the street into one of the Sears buildings at that time.
Okay.
And I was there for 3 years, and that tripled my space from what I originally had. And then the opportunity to go out on the main street in '81 came about, and consequently I purchased that building and moved there, and of course the rest is history, except for the expansion there of the men's and ladies store, which were expansions during that period. So Main Street's been fun, love it, still do, but the opportunity, of course, came along to come out here, and had a lot of West End customers, and I felt that I had a large group that they resisted coming into Stroudsburg a little bit.
Sure.
So I thought, you know what, I'll come to them.
Yeah.
And here we are, and really thrilled to be here. It's been a great spot.
Absolutely beautiful location. You know, when you walk in here, you can see all your departments. You're not, you know, and the character of the Stroudsburg store is nice, you know, but unfortunately, you can't display like you would display here.
True.
You know?
They're 2 different places. Stroudsburg has its own ambiance.
Yeah.
It's an older building, obviously, sort of neat,
Yeah.
But we're very restricted on how we can lay things out. Here we were somewhat unrestricted, and consequently we were able to give it a broad, wide open appeal, which and the rustic wood siding really is neat. And just a side note on the wood. The wood came from the residue of Hurricane Sandy.
Wow.
And which was over a year ago, and we got all this. My son happens to be in the tree service business, and he had all this white pine that had blown down. We were able to take it to a mill and had it all milled. So we were able to use it here in the decor of the building, and it worked wonderful.
Oh, absolutely.
So the hurricane, we took advantage of the misfortunes of losing some of the big white pines, but here it is. So
absolutely beautiful. So how did you expanded into the men's and ladies clothing, and then when did you start the shooting range? And unfortunately, we weren't able to stop there. But
right, the range, I opened the range in 2008. Took about a year to get that all together. That was a very large undertaking. That was building, and just to give you a real short recap on ranges, you need to have a building within a building, so it encompasses everything, encloses everything. Nothing can escape from the building. Of course, when you're doing target shooting, it has to be done in a safe manner. So we have to build this separate building inside, which was done. Got it all set and opened it in '08. The range has been good. It's not a instant gratification situation. It takes a while to build that. But it's coming along, and we're real happy with it. It's getting more use all the time, and It's been a nice little asset.
You even had my wife down there a couple of times.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, it's people that are unfamiliar, and,
Yeah.
and it's a way to familiarize. It builds up your confidence level.
Yeah.
It serves well.
I heard you great lessons too. If somebody needs to take lessons,
Yep,
that's the
we
place
have
to go.
a couple guys on staff that are just excellent. Very, they build confidence. They keep everything low keyed, and they're just great fellas. And as far as instruction, we do a ladies' night twice a month on Tuesdays down there. It's ladies sort of oriented, handgun 101. Anyone that's not familiar, it starts you with the basics, and it's about an hour of classroom and about an hour on the range. So it's an introductory.
Yeah, just the way you described it, exactly what my wife said. The confidence that your instructors gave her, and my wife said, "What patience," because she was fumbling in the beginning, but she walked out of there being able to handle a handgun.
Yeah, it just definitely gives you that confidence level that say, hey, I can do this, I can handle this, and certainly in a safe manner.
Let's talk about the varieties. I guess we can start with the Stroudsburg Store. We have some footage we're going to show, but
Sure.
Let's talk about the Stroudsburg Store and the varieties of products that you have in there.
Sure. Stroudsburg is similar in a way to here, but it's of course the layout is totally different. We have a rather large gun department. That's one of our main draws there. We do a nice archery business now. The archery is different from here. It's located on the second floor, and there we have indoor ranges also. We have the indoor ranges for that you can practice. We have the video system that you can use. It's pretty unique, and that's all on the second floor. Merchandise-wise, we do the Carhartt for the outdoor, the Workman, a lot of footwear. But the more unique thing probably is the men's and ladies store. And I say the men's store really hasn't been discovered yet.
Wow.
It's a nice casual. We're not a suit and tie organization, although Ronnie Revito does his suit deal in the back there, which is separate from us. But we do have a nice upscale casual, very similar to what you have on now. And that's come along well. Famous names like Barbar, Filson, and we do have some Filson out here as well. That's
for the downtown. It's perfect. There's nothing down there. If you know,
I know that.
You have to get into a vehicle, and you got
travel.
Exactly.
And then even so, you don't see these. I don't say they're really a nice quality. It's quality merchandise. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's not available just anywhere.
You just can't get it anywhere. No. And then of course the ladies store, which is right adjacent to that. And there again, the ladies is an upscale casual. And my daughter primarily runs that. Does a great job. And of course that's seasonal. They do the spring thing, and then the spring into summer, and then into the fall and the winter, and then it starts all over again. So, but they have a lot of beautiful lines there, and there again, the personal attention at the ladies' store is outstanding. They'll walk you right through from start to finish.
That's nice. Before we get into this store, and there's a lot to see here, hopefully we'll get the opportunity to walk around. I have to mention, because I look forward to every time you change those billboards. You have 2 billboards on 33, and who figured that out? I got to tell you.
Well, I wish I could lay claim to it. I can't. The company that came to us with the original design, the original deal was, and you'll remember, it was the fellow fishing out of a boat and a bass coming up on the other end, and that was the original that kicked off this campaign. I've been doing it 4 years there, and the billboard deal has been wonderful. Get a lot of compliments, a lot of remarks about it, and everybody loves it, yourself.
Yeah, for people that haven't seen this, you're driving north on 33. and you see a fisherman throw out a line, and on the other side is a fish coming out of the
Water in the line,
water
the
in
whole
the
bit,
line and the whole bit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, it's when they came to me with this idea, I said, oh man, and there wasn't any in the country. And by the way, just as a side note there, that original billboard won Adams a national award for that.
Wow.
They got a national award for that design and concept. So it got a lot of mileage.
See,
out of that.
if you're going to do a billboard, do it with taste and tell a story, and that's what you two do.
Yep, they sure do.
Yeah. So we're here. We're about 40,000 square feet. What's your square foot?
About 32,000. Yeah.
Selling area.
Selling area. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's and it's wonderful. It's just nice to come in and be able to stretch out a little bit. You can see around. You can see what you want, and fishing over there, and the kayaks, and of course the gun department to our rear, and archery and footwear, and it's all here.
You can walk in here and shop and not be, comfortable. You can be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no congestion.
No.
Because of how it's laid out.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And of course we have that personal touch here that we feel that we can give to a person that, hey, if you want to shop and do your thing, fine. If you need help, we're here to give it to you.
And you got the experienced people here.
Yeah.
You got people that know guns, people that know the archery. People
absolutely.
that you have the staff, which is so important.
Yep.
You just you go to a major chain and you walk in there and buy something. They're looking at it just as
you better
much
hope
as you
you know what you want, because or what you're looking for, because it could be challenging.
And I think one of the other things that you have that they don't have is quality.
Yeah.
You have quality products.
Yeah.
You buy a fishing line, you're going to get a reel. You're going to get a quality reel that's going to last you.
Right.
Not something that from season to season you're going to have to buy another one.
No. It's that's what we pride ourselves in is quality, and we try to do it at a price that's certainly affordable.
Yeah. As you walk in, you're walking into the to basically clothing area, and then off to the side is the archery's in the back.
Archery's in the back. Yeah, we do have an archery range here, by the way.
Wow.
You can't see it per se, but it's actually right in back of the gun department and runs the entire length there. So a person coming in for the first time, or if they're buying a new bow, they want to see how it works, try it out, we can do it. We can do it. So
maybe we'll take some shots of that, and we'll show.
Oh, absolutely. Sure.
We'll show it. How many different varieties of? And I know it's going to be a tough question. Guns. How many different varieties? You must have.
Hundreds.
Hundreds, right?
Hundreds, thousands, and not in guns, but variety of merchandise. That we have thousands of different SKUs, items. I mean, it's just, and we have buyers out here. I have 3 full-time buyers.
Wow.
Just to keep up with it, and we're always changing seasons and looking at the new stuff, and that kind of thing. But I have 3 full-time people just employed to buy merchandise. Actually 4 with the archery, so it
Nice.
takes a lot.
Yeah.
Takes a lot.
Legislative report will return in a moment.
Did you know that Act 16 of 1999 honors one of the greatest leaders in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives? The Matthew J. Ryan Legislative Office Building, once known as the Capitol Annex, is located next to the main Capitol building and honors the late Speaker of the House, Matthew J. Ryan. Those who visit this building will observe the magnificent architectural designs providing eloquence and grandeur to the building. Known as one of the greatest members in the history of the Pennsylvania State House, Matthew Ryan started his career in the legislature in 1963 and was elected Speaker in 1981. His charisma and knowledge will forever be reflected in the building now named after this great legislative leader. Now you know.
Welcome back to Legislative Report. I'm State Representative Mario Scavello, and my guest is Jerry Dunkelberger. And what a pleasure to be here to continue to meet with you. This is absolutely a beautiful store. You know, I didn't ask this question earlier, but I'm sure you created a lot of jobs by coming out here. The folks out here must be very, very happy.
We did, and of course, you know, it was quite a process to go through. But I was just astounded by the quality of help that we came up with. I mean, the people we have here are just wonderful. And just to give you an idea, yeah, I do employ a lot of people. I always, every year, I do a little Christmas party, very low-keyed, but
Yeah.
So we're doing the prep work, and we started to add up when, of course, we have the Range, and we have the Stroudsburg Store, and we have this store. Had 94 full and part-time employees.
Wow.
So it was quite a deal, and
Wow.
we had the event, of course, and when we got everybody together and their significant other and or whoever, why we had 150 people at our Christmas party, so it was really something. And so yes, I employ a lot of people, and but it's fun. Still having fun with it.
Being out here, you must be closer to state parks.
Yes,
and that hopefully will generate some traffic for you.
We have Beltsville State Park, which is 6-8 miles away, 10 miles maybe.
Yeah, about that.
And and Hickory Run also. And we're looking to, hopefully there'll be we'll have a nice draw from those areas. Of course, that will lend to our fishing department, the kayaks, that kind of thing. We carry a broad line of swimming apparel and the floats and everything that goes with it. So we're looking this spring to hopefully have a nice return from that section.
I looked at it earlier before we sat down, and you've got every rod and reel that you could think of.
We carry a vast selection. We do, and some of the majors that that we have in Stroudsburg as well. But in particular the St. Croix line in rods, which
Quality.
is
Quality.
just a tremendous American-made, which you don't find today, and it's just a great rod. And of course, the reels, Shimano, Penn, just to mention a few, and all the others to go with it. And then, of course, the kayaks. We're with Old Town and Emotions, but Old Town being sort of our premier line, and we've had those in Stroudsburg over the years, and we hope to do a nice job with them out here as well.
Yeah, with all the streams and the rivers, we've got
Lehigh River. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you're right.
Lehigh River, which is very famous with kayakers, very, very famous, and so we're hoping to have a nice draw from that as well.
Beautiful. And the archery section?
Yeah, archery is. I have a couple great guys there. Eddie Kaiser, who actually runs the department, just a first-class fella, knows archery from start to finish, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or professional. He just does a great job. He'll fit you up with the proper bow, proper size, proper length arrows. And we have a repair shop as well. So you have a problem, and of course in archery today, the crossbows are a big thing. That's the newest and latest in the archery end of it, and we do carry a big line of those.
Representative Pfeiffer, I believe, is getting into archery. He's a
okay.
Can he? I wish I could have had him here for the show because you would have enjoyed him. He's you talk about a sportsman.
He's out there.
He's out there
doing it. Good. Good for him.
He's out there, and he's got his kids, and Actually, I tell him every year. I says, you should just let your kids go out because they're the ones that get the deer. You don't. Believe me, 2 years in a row, his kids get the deer, and he wasn't able to get anything. So.
Sure. Sure. Well, it's good. I'm glad to hear he's getting the youth out there because that's what we need. We need that youth, and we need to get that we need to get that youth out there doing it, whether it's fishing, archery, hunting, hiking, whatever. But I think
get
it's
them
so,
away from a TV.
Oh, yeah, don't get me going. It's,
Yeah. Right?
They got to get them outside and get them away from the computers and the TV, just to get that exposure to the outdoors. And we have some gorgeous areas around here that they should take advantage of.
Monroe County's blessed with
Yep.
we have it all. The streams, we have the woods,
The lakes,
the
the whole
lakes,
bit. Yep.
and we're blessed, and we're also blessed with businesses like yours that have grown here, and from a small location, what you've able to been doing to move into three different locations and grow 92 jobs is remarkable, and it's a testament to you and your work and how you care for people, because if you don't do the right thing, they're not going to come in.
True.
It's
Got to treat them right.
Yeah, you treat them right.
Yeah, it's I don't know any other way. So
Yeah.
that's the only way I know.
Jerry, that's the mark of a good business person, and it's obvious when you walk in here and look around and see the quality that you have, the way it's laid out, and then as soon as you walk, can we help you with something? I saw that in 2 or 3 different. I've overheard that one-on-one. You don't see it in the chain stores.
Yeah,
you don't see it.
There's no substitute.
There's
and
no
as I say,
substitute.
I don't know any other way. So
Yeah.
that's the way we do it, and that's the way we're going to continue to do it.
I know we briefly talked about it, but I'd like to get back to the fishing area there, because we have some bass. We got the best bass.
Yeah, tremendous fishing around here.
Tremendous fishing.
No question.
So if anyone out there is looking for a rod or a reel, this is the place to go to, because you've got the variety and you've got the quality.
Yep.
You're not going to get something that's going to break on you and snap on you, and it's going to last.
Well, and there again, we have the fella or the fellas back there to put you in the right gear. We're not going to. We're not going to take the novice and put them in the most expensive. We're going to put them in something that is appropriate for their level of fishing, but yet will be very serviceable for them.
It's a good point, what you just said there. Put him into something that he can work with.
That's appropriate.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You usually somebody will go and they'll give him the high end thing, and he doesn't.
Doesn't need that.
Doesn't need it.
Doesn't need that. No.
But eventually he'll be there.
Right.
If you treat him right in
Right.
the beginning, eventually he'll be there, and that's behind us. I meant to say it earlier. I'm looking at this bear here, and I know it wasn't caught in the Poconos, but the gentleman is from Bangor, right?
Yes, he is.
Coco Scavone? Scavone, is it? Cook
Shavone.
Shavone.
Yeah. Cook's been a friend over the years, a good friend and customer, and that was, I guess, a couple years ago, 2012, and he offered, said, hey, I really don't have room for this. If you'd like to display it in your store, and which I was thrilled.
Wow.
And I can't say enough. It's just wonderful to have something like that here, because most people don't have the opportunity to see an animal like that, and that's certainly a world class.
I walked in. I says, we have to have that in our background.
Oof. Yeah, he's a dandy.
Yeah. What plans do you have for the future? Do you have any maybe a shooting range out here? What are your plans?
A lot of people have asked me about that. Are we going to plan to put a range out here? That's not in the cards right away. Shooting ranges have for lack of a better term, a pretty high cost entry level. I mean, they're
Well,
not.
you said that earlier. The building within a building, almost basically the safety issues.
It's not just a. There's a lot to it. So at this point, I'm probably going to keep everything going here on a steady stream, and that's going to be adequate.
Again, I can't tell you how warm the feeling is when you walk in here, and I wish you the very best. I see you. I think you have a home run here, and the folks in the West End should be very proud, and they are. People I've spoken to.
We got a very warm reception, and particularly the supervisors. They were great to work with. They were great to have us here. They were glad to have us here, Of course, the Kinsley family who had the building here, just wonderful. Can't say enough.
Well, you compliment them by
Yeah,
having, you know,
yeah,
honestly, it's
and
like
it's
one-stop
just-
shop here.
It's just
Yeah.
wonderful. So we're thrilled to be
Yeah.
here and hope to be here for a long time.
Between all the businesses around here, basically you complement each other. The hardware, the
Yeah,
supermarket.
we do. We have a nice little complex right here, and it's great.
So if you come here, you can do it all. You can eat, you can shop, you can, you know, right?
Right.
It's a nice little setup. And so anyway, again, thank you for allowing me here to visit, and I truly wish you the very best. And
Thank you.
And we need to do this again sometime, maybe another different time of the year or something. And
Love to.
next time around, I'm going to get Representative Pfeiffer, because I know he's going to get jealous when he sees that I was in here, you know, with
That'd
this
be great.
show.
Love to have
Okay?
him. Love to have him. Thank you.
Jerry, thank
Yep,
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for today's show. You've been watching Legislative Report. I'm State Representative Mario Scavello. If you have any questions on any of the comments we've made here today, you can check the website. All the information will be on there in a moment. And thanks for watching Legislative Report.